What is going on, y'all? It is your boy Chad bringing y'all another video, man. And in this video, we're just gonna be talking about Jussie Smollett. So, you know, if you're seeing this, he's been sentenced. He has 150 days in jail. That's about 5 months. I think he owes like 130,000 for using the police, everything like that. So when it comes to Jussie, right? Jesse, Juicy, whatever you want to call that man. My personal opinion is, like I said from the beginning, he should be guilty because if he's going to fake a hate crime when people actually commit real hate crimes out here, it just reduces what hate crimes are. Like I said, if America's so racist that, you have immigrants trying to get here, flooding the border, you have people trying to do hoax race crime. Like, this isn't the first hoax. Like, Jussie Smollett's done one. I've seen here in Georgia where somebody wrote the N-word on a bathroom. People were like, oh, that's just so racist. There are white people here being racist. And it ended up being down the security cameras. It was a black person writing it. So, like, most racism I'm seeing is like people crying wolf, or everybody's racist nowadays. There's not a single person who people say isn't racist just based on, their personal beliefs, what they say. Like, they even said Russia invading Ukraine was racist. And I'm like, they're both white. Like, I don't understand. But besides that, Jussie has been sentenced. When he got sentenced, he's up on the stand talking about this is wrong, and I'm innocent. I'm a victim of a hate crime.
150 days of your sentence in the Cook County Jail, and that will start today, right here, right now. Mr. Smollett, though the jury found you guilty and I've sentenced you as I have, you have the right to appeal the findings and rulings of the court, or ask your sentence be modified. To do those things, you need to file a notice of appeal in writing within 30 days. You may also file a motion to modify your sentence, which may have to be filed in writing within 30 days. Anything not stated in those filings are waived for purposes of appeal. You cannot afford lawyers or transcripts. They would be provided free of charge. Do you have any questions?
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I'm not suicidal. That's what I would like to say.
Okay.
I'm not suicidal.
Okay.
I am not suicidal. I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury, but I did not do this. And I am not suicidal. And if anything happens to me when I go in there, I did not do it to myself. And you must all know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time. I am not suicidal.
And I'm like, bro, you don't have to act for us anymore because we know that this is fake. It's nothing. You don't need to defend yourself after you've been found guilty because this was a fake hate crime. You created this. You knew the attackers. You sent them text about this. They have all the evidence. There's no innocence. There's no, this is fake, And then he even was up there telling something, if I'm on suicide watch, then don't believe them. Then if I die, they did something to me. And it's like, bro, you weren't that important. Like, bro, it's not Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know where in his mind he thought, well, I'm Jussie Smollett. And because I did a fake hate crime, somebody in here is going to try to get me knocked off. And it's like, why would they get you killed, bro? Like, you're not that important. You created a fake crime. You weren't doing real crime with real individuals involved who had real circumstances going on that you had information on others. You were just faking the funk. So, he's had that happen. And now that he's in jail, I see so many people, like his brothers trying to speak out.
So Jussie is currently in the psych ward at Cook County Jail. What's very concerning is that there was a note attached to his paperwork today and put on the front of his jail cell saying that he's at risk of self-harm. I want to just make it clear to folks that he is in no way, shape, or form at risk of self-harm. And he wants to let folks know that he is very stable, he is very strong, he is very healthy and ready to take on the challenge that ultimately has been put up against him. This is not right. This is completely lack of justice. It's angering, it's an outrage, but he ultimately knows what he needs to do. So we want to make sure that folks understand that, whatever inside Cook County Jail what assumptions may be making. I don't know why they even have him in a psych ward. We still have not gotten clear answers there and why he's even in a psych ward. And they've recently added to his documentation that he's at risk of harming himself. That is absolutely not true. So please make sure y'all are spreading facts. The media is going to report a lot of false information, and we really need our people, the people who support us, to continue checking folks and making sure that false information does not go unchecked. So on top of that, if folks could really continue reposting things, there's been a post from my page, from Jake's page, from Jazz's page, from Journey's page, all around the hashtag Free Jussie hashtag. If you could repost that, repost similar images, make your own images, always just include the hashtag Free Jussie. And we think it's best if you tag Cook County Jail along with it. We're really just trying to make sure we can get as much engagement and attention on this injustice as possible. Thank you so much for the prayers. Thank you so much for the support that folks have given us thus far. And to the influencers, to the influential people out there, to the activists, to the organizers, we need you. We seriously need you all. We need you to step up. This has gotten to the point where, it's been gone too far, but we are talking about, a very serious situation. We need folks' support in getting our brother out of jail. He never should have been in jail. He was attacked. He is innocent. He is innocent. And even if you don't believe in his innocence, you should believe that he should be free. He should not be in jail under any circumstances. So thank you again for your support. We're going to try and do more of these lives to keep folks updated on what's going on. But remember, Jussie is strong. He wants everyone to know that. He is in no way at risk of harming himself, like they have put on his documentation. He is strong. He understands what he's up against, and he understands that he needs to be focused and ultimately get through these next days in jail. Thank you, folks.
Taraji P. Henson's trying to speak out. Other celebrities saying that Jussie Smollett, yeah, he's innocent. They got him in a psych ward. They got him doing this. They got him doing it. Like, bruh, the dude has a mental issue for real. If he can fake a hate crime, get caught that he faked it, still believe he's innocent, and say that this is wrong and he's still a victim. Like, you have to have a mental problem. Like, there's some type of, gear that's not turning in your head. And then his brother's like, oh, he's in a psych ward and they're trying to make him seem crazy. And it's like, he's probably in a psych ward. And I heard that he's in solitary confinement because as a celebrity, they got to give him special treatment. They got to coddle Jussie. They got to coddle him. And so he's getting it the easy way. He's, being by himself, or they said he gets to watch TV and do all these other things. And I'm like, bruh, living the life in jail. You know what I mean? And so Taraji P. Henson came out and compared this. Oh, and so did Black Lives Matter. The founder, Patrice Cullors, the same lady who has 5 or 6 houses using BLM's money, but no one knows where the money is coming from, but she keeps buying a new house every few months. So they both have come out and said that this is like Emmett Till.
Hey everyone, Patrice Cullors here. I'm just logging in because I'm in Chicago and was able to see Jussie today. And he's strong, but what's happening inside is it's just unacceptable. Today is the first day that he's going to be able to get an actual bed. He's been sleeping on a restraint bed. They've also filed for him to be released. Filed to the appellate court. Hopefully we'll learn by this week, no later than Wednesday, if he'll get out. And honestly, we just need folks to keep tagging Free Jussie, keep posting. We need folks to call the jails and check up on him, but also say that you think he should be freed. And the last thing is we need folks to challenge the misinformation and disinformation around this case. That's so critical. What happened to Jussie could happen to any of us, and it's completely unacceptable. Thanks, y'all, and please take care of each other.
Now, first off, I don't care what anybody's takes on Jussie being compared to Emmett Till are, but that's just so disrespectful. Like, how are you going to compare a fake hate crime to people who committed a real hate crime, someone died, and then they didn't go to prison for it? So what they're saying is Jussie created a fake hate crime and he went to jail, but the white folks created a fake hate crime and they didn't. Or they did a hate crime and they didn't go to jail. And my thing is, you can't compare this to Emmett Till, because if we were comparing Jussie to Emmett Till, Jussie would be dead, but he's not. Also, if we're going to compare them to Emmett Till at all, if Jussie's coming out with these fake allegations, with this sort of hoax, this setting up a race crime or a hate crime just based on his race, shouldn't we be comparing him to the lady that cried wolf, the one that said Emmett Till did this and he didn't? Like, shouldn't we be comparing it to her? So, when it comes to that case, like Emmett Till, yeah, they should have been thrown in jail, especially when they admitted to it, but that's as much as I'm going to say about the Emmett Till. Now, Jussie, no. Jussie should be in jail. I honestly feel sad for Jussie. Like they're saying, this is the wrong sentence for him. He shouldn't be sentenced like this. That's what Taraji and, the Patrice Colors and his brother and all the other wackos who are saying he shouldn't be sentenced like this. And I also agree. I think he should actually be sentenced heavier. Instead of 5 months, I think he needs like a good year to really understand that. Really, he needs like a year. And I would say whatever most hate crimes are deemed as. Because for him to create a hoax hate crime, say that, they yelled MAGA country and they beat me up and called me homophobic slurs. Now, first off, I have never in my entire time, even when Trump was president, seen anybody say, this is MAGA country, beat somebody up and then yell out homophobic slurs. Has it ever happened? I don't know. I haven't seen it. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. But that just sounded real phony, from the beginning about that. And so now that people want him free and all of that, I'm just like, that's foolish. But if we compare that to like, if Jussie was white and actually committed this real hate crime, do you think the dude would just get 5 months in prison? Or do you think, and I'm not talking about the Emmett Till case anymore, but do you think if a white person came out, did what Jussie did, but it was a real crime, do you think he would have gotten the same amount of time as what Jussie would have gotten as of today? So Jussie only got 5 months. I feel like this was the other way around, and Jussie was another color and was attacking a black person doing this, then Jussie would have been sentenced and the key would have been tossed straight away. So in my head, I'm like, 5 months isn't enough. We don't need Jussie to get out of jail early. We don't need him to be released because they say he's being treated inhumanely. Like, you did the crime, you can do the time, Jussie. I think he needs to be in there, because if we let him out early or anything like that, this sets a horrible precedent for you can just fake hate crimes, and if you're good enough to get away with them, then you're good enough to get away with them. All Jussie wanted was attention. His acting career for Empire was losing ratings probably, because I know I stopped watching after the second season. Empire started losing ratings. He, needed attention. So he went out and like an attention whore, he went and got the attention. But it turns out that the attention he received, he didn't think that people would actually investigate. You know how people are like, oh, I could get away with a crime? It's like people actually investigate crimes to figure out if they're real or not. So once they figure out it's a hoax, then they use all their resources to figure out it's a hoax. Like, Jussie should have known that he's a celebrity. If he said people beat him up, yelled MAGA country, and then called him homophobic slurs, the police is going to figure out what happened to Jussie's, perpetrators. Jussie's a victim. We got to figure that out. I got to get it done. We got to put some money behind this one. And they use all their resources to figure out this man created every last bit of it. Like, for this one, Jussie was the director, executive producer, and the actor. Like, round of applause to Jussie for wanting the attention that he, so rightfully got. Now that he's gotten the attention, and the attention to get him where he wanted, now he doesn't want anything to do with it. He's still claiming he's a victim. People saying he needs to be freed. No, Jussie needs to serve the time for the fake crime he did so he can learn and not do this again. Do I think that Jussie's going to do this type of thing again? No. Because clearly he's been so traumatized by this that he's yelling out, they're trying to put me on suicide watch. I need to be out of here. They shouldn't be doing black folks like this. And everybody's trying to take up for him. And it's like, bro, y'all look crazier standing up for Jussie. Because if y'all would just let this simmer out, he may actually get out and everything be good. But y'all are bringing up all these fake issues of what's the reason he's in jail, that it's just like, y'all are making it worse on Jussie. Like, if I was a judge and I see everybody saying he needs to be let out, this is like Emmett Till, they're being racist, he's a victim to a crime that he was found guilty on of setting up, I would have been like, nah, bro. Nah. Because clearly, you're not learning your lesson. You just want to get out and just want more attention. That's all you're doing now at this point, is just causing attention. So we need to leave you in there so you realize that the problem behind you creating this fake hate crime was you wanted attention. And you're still asking for attention now. So you'll do the time, and maybe you'll realize that I need to stop being an attention whore. But anyways, man, those are just my thoughts on Jussie. He has the 5 months. He should have longer, so we can actually set a real precedent, and he should not be released, and he needs to stop begging for attention. Every time I see anything about Jussie, I just laugh, because it's like, this man is so delusional to think he's still a victim, he's still innocent, when all the evidence and everything he's done has proven him wrong. But yeah, man, it's been your boy Chad. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the Jussie Smollett thing. I'm just, at this rate, he's just doing his own thing. I don't really know. He needs to just be quiet, sit in solitary confinement or his psych ward, whatever they got him in, and just do the 5 months, bro. It's just 5 months. Now, would I want to do 5 months in jail or prison? Absolutely not. But can Jussie do it? Yes, he can, because he did the crime. He can do the time.
I am innocent, and I am not suicidal. If I did this, then it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community.